If you've been watching my channel recently, you will know that I've been holing the world with my putter. Roll, he's got it. Yes! Oh, he's got it.
Orange, but they have also. Oh,
Get in. But he's got the line. He's got. But being a golfer, I want to hole even more. I want it to be even better. So let's do it. And let's do it now. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. Guys, in today's video we are having a putter fit-in with Ollie. Ollie, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm well, thanks. You?
Ollie, now I'm assuming you don't watch the channel. Just say no.
No.
But this thing has been not only a breath of fresh air, but it's been a bit of a whirlwind for me really. Since testing it, I'll put a couple of the putts on screen now. And Chris is here. Chris is my putting coach. I keep beating you, Chris, don't I, just because of the putter? Yeah, so it's been a bit of a revelation.
Nice.
Now, being a golfer, it's still not enough. Isn't it funny how we always want more?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Expectations change, don't they?
And I'm being a bit funny there. I'm having a bit of a joke. I want to know if it is perfect. I want to know if the neck's right, if the length's right.
Okay.
I absolutely love the head, and I absolutely love the Stroke Lab shaft. I think for me, the weighting in that is wonderful, and that's why pace putting for me has been so much better than it ever has been.
Yeah.
So when we do a putter fitting, do you kind of always look at... You all right there, mate? So when you do a putter fitting, Ollie, do you always look at what people have got in the bag straight away and try and work from that, or do you sometimes just start off with something?
Yeah, I mean, very much I kind of baseline off what somebody's using.
Yeah.
Because then that way you've got experience with it. You know, there are elements, as you say, that you might like, but then there's also things that we can check to see, well, is it right for you? Is there anything else we can always make a little bit better? But yeah, you know, by the sounds of it, you're pretty close.
Pretty good, yeah.
So that what I'll do is I typically like to just have a look at the specs initially, just get you to roll a few rocks and then see what shows up.
Absolutely. I should probably say, guys, we are at the Archerfield Performance Centre. It's absolutely wonderful. So we're doing quite a lot today here with Callaway. So
yeah, perfect. Let's jump in. So I've got the kind of loft and line machine here. So where we can have a bit of a look, nice and careful, just so I can check.
Is this to check if I've been throwing it around or not?
Yeah, basically, yeah, it's going to see if the hossel's bent and all that. So you can just, it's super, just like you would kind of see with an iron, but this is specially designed for putters. So you can see there that we've now, just by going here, we can see that your lie angle is 72 degrees.
Yeah.
So typically, kind of your standard lie is 71.
Okay.
So it's a little bit upright, interestingly. And then you've got here at the back, don't know if you want to have a nip round there and have a look, that's your loft. So I think you can see there we're
2, 1 and a bit 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quite low loft.
Yeah.
So obviously that might play, you know, that's going to have an influence on potentially how you launch / roll it.
Yeah.
So
and that's really interesting, guys, because a lot of people will think, oh, it's a putter, it stays on the ground, I don't have any loft on it. Putters do have loft. We're trying to get an optimum roll straight off the putter. So it'll be interesting to see if we need to maybe tweak that or do something with it to get the roll.
Absolutely, you can get some data now.
Yep. We've got TrackMan set up just behind me.
Yep.
And that's going to get the ball data, is it?
Yeah, basically we're going to get launch ball data. We'll get club data as well, but that way, and it doesn't need to be too precise, you know, into the same spot, just wherever you're comfortable. And we'll just get 6 to 7 putts, get some data and see what shows up.
What's tour average from here, Chris?
12 foot.
24. There's one.
There you go.
Oh.
funnels in.
Is this something you do with a lot of the kind of tour players, or you know the TrackMan and ball data and things like that?
Yeah, a real mix. You know, tour players right the way down, if you want to call it that. But yeah, no, it's a lot of kind of ball data. I think it's, we forget a lot of times we can get so wrapped up in what the club's doing and club data that the ball is so important. So
well, when we look at a driver, we look at distance, spin rate, and launch, don't we?
Yeah. I think that's it. People, pace is something. It's almost people almost take it for granted.
Yeah.
But that's where your putter is so important, because you can, yeah, line is important, but kind of pace determines your line. So having the right head design and kind of neck is so important for that as well. So, right.
Must admit, I'm glad that's gone so well because I've bigged myself up so much. Let's have a look at that.
Awesome. Yeah, let's have a look. So, what I'll show you here first. So let's start with kind of launch direction.
Okay.
So from a 12-foot putt, we'd like to see that ball launching between 0.7 of a degree left or right. So left would be
So that's a little bit too much.
A little bit too much to the left there.
Yeah.
Interesting, your launch angle's kind of at 0, but you can see that blue line there. That blue line's your attack angle, so that's quite up. So when we actually have a look at that, so if I pop up your attack angle, hopefully it gives us that. Yeah, so you can see there that you're hitting up on that quite a bit. So 3.4 degrees. And then also the face is a little bit left.
Yeah.
So
exactly the same as my driver.
interesting. Yeah,
It is
there you go.
exactly the same.
So the fact that, you know, you mentioned earlier on about, you know, you quite like the feel, the sound, etc. That's your pace dispersion. So, okay, could be a little better, but obviously first few, so interesting.
I'm probably getting the kind of pace of the green for the hole as well. But
but interestingly enough, I'm kind of thinking, well, you said so many things that you like the design, like the feel. Kind of think that the ball, if you knock that ball back a little bit in your stance, I think.
Don't say that.
Yeah. I think we're looking pretty good.
Yes, guys, these are all clips of Chris giving me putting lessons, telling me to move the ball back in the stance.
I think you just basically, because you're hitting up on it, if you imagine there, you're hitting up, club's going left, as you well know, likely to get that face closing. So you've got a, you know, face balance putter.
The annoying thing is that's what we've worked on with him.
Yeah.
But it's not annoying because it's something that we've just kind of gone back into a little bit, isn't it? But yeah.
So that would be my, you know, just to literally, is before changing anything putter-wise.
Before spending a ton of money, let's make sure that we're fitting something. To be fair, Garb did exactly the same with the driver fitter.
Yeah.
So,
it's one of those, because it's good fitting's always a blend of coaching and fitting anyway, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you see, the big thing for me is we're hitting the hole with most of them. So for me, that like the alignment factor of where I'm aiming feels good.
Yeah.
Like the feedback from there is quite positive.
And yeah, it doesn't feel too weird, no?
No. That right lip's getting a burn out, isn't it?
Really interesting to your point about, you know, the change in feel. So one thing, again, I think people underestimate is that control of pace.
Yeah.
So again, looking at ball speed for your putting. So before, with that ball a bit further forward, you were averaging 5.5 with 0.2 of a mile an hour variability.
Okay.
Now, 5.6, so the ball speed's similar, but, you know,
better variation
by 50%. You know, I mean, we've gone 0.2 to 0.1,
but it's still.
So basically, the control in ball speed, so that, you know, it's making a massive difference there, because you're getting more consistent ball speed, which will then obviously help you with your pace. Then, if we have a look at the launch side of things,
That's miles better, isn't it?
Yeah, night and day.
Yeah.
So this is earlier on.
Yeah.
Launches remained the same, but you were 0.9 of a degree left.
Yeah.
Now, you're 0.2.
Yeah. So straight away, that's better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So instantly we've got that, and then from a roll percentage, you're still at 86, so that's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look at those sorts of numbers and all the messages you're saying, like the feel, like the sound, visuals are good, I think it's just a case of knocking that ball a bit further back. I think you're good.
And then we're good. Yeah. But you see, the thing for me here, guys, is that it's so important to check all that, because maybe there is something better out there, maybe there isn't, but also it's a kind of refresher on, hats off to Chris as well, in fairness. I hate saying it, but it was something that it's not new to me, and it's something that I've worked on before. So are you happy with?
Yeah, I mean, we can have a play, but from my perspective,
I just think those numbers are that strong, aren't they?
I've got no evidence to change.
Yeah, great.
You know, and that's where my job is. You know, we need to establish evidence, And to be honest, the most important things are that you've got the confidence throughout playing with it.
Yeah.
So the worst thing I could do is say, oh, try this, and all of a sudden, you know, we're there. So from my perspective, it's kind of doing the least harm.
Yeah.
You know, get to the best fix fastest.
Yeah.
So,
And I got, you know, I'm going to put some more of the puts on screen now because they're all against him. So, as my coach, what do you think to that? Is there anything that you'd add for the guys watching it?
Yeah, if you just listened, we would have got here a lot quicker. So.
Is there anything you'd add about the fitting?
It's very much we look at technique, and it's refreshing for people. A lot of times you go on and people try and fit you into a putter. So I want a putter fitting, I need a putter.
Like, I half expected to be kind of trying a few different heads and a few different face inserts and lengths, but as Chris has just said, the refreshingness of actually just do what your coach has been telling you and that putter is good for you, then kind of length, lie angle and everything else that we've done has been backed up by the numbers that we've done on TrackMan. So.
Yeah, you just verified it.
Ollie, thank you very much for your time, mate.
Pleasure, sir.
Really appreciate it, thank you. Guys, there we go. Apparently there's nothing better, which I'm actually really, really pleased about because I love the tour-along at Las Vegas. I'm really enjoying it. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I better start listening to him a bit more, especially because he's just done that. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.